spent hours and hours and hours in the queues at Super Nintendo World waiting to answer all your questions about this amusement park. Get ready to become experts on this attraction. Hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications. Now, let's answer 30 of your questions about Super Nintendo World Hollywood version. Moonsun wants to know, how big is Super Nintendo World? The park is located within Universal Studios, where it shares space with Harry Potter, Jurassic Park, and other franchises. Super Nintendo World is quite small compared to the rest of the park, but with a lot of things to see in a condensed area. Super Mario Gamer wants us to show the entire restaurant menu. Well, we went and ordered everything on the menu, and although there's less than in Japan, this is everything we could eat. Alejandro Mora wants to know if there will be more attractions besides those of Super Mario. At Universal Los Angeles, there's no trace of them, although in the Japanese version of the park, there is a door leading to the upcoming Donkey Kong area. Alex asked us, what are the coolest things in the store? There are bullet bills filled with candy, but everyone's favorite are the Super Mario character-shaped hats, especially Bowser's. URP asks, what are the best attractions at Super Nintendo World? Although Bowser Jr.'s attraction is entertaining, the best ride is the Mario Kart one, where we got to wear mixed reality glasses and attack enemies during the race. Ari Shale asked about the differences between the park and its Japanese and American versions. Truthfully, there were many more differences than we expected, with the Yoshi attraction missing and the American park being smaller. DJ Rokan wants to know how the Super Nintendo World game works and who wins. So only those who buy the power bank can participate, and the goal is to get 3 keys and coins throughout the park. The team that gets the most coins for their character wins. There are Pikmin hiding throughout the park, and Dart asked where they are. You can see them in some corners of large cubes at great heights. They'll be taking a Mario coin. The power bands are pretty much essential to enjoy Super Nintendo World, and Adrian asked how much they cost. In the United States, they cost about $40, and in Japan, about $30. There are 6 different ones, and getting them all will cost more than $240. These are the most expensive Amiibo in history. Eric wants to know if you need to buy a double Universal ticket for Super Nintendo World. The basic park entry includes the pass to the Nintendo Park, so this is enough if you want to make a visit. Champro asks if there's any special passes to skip lines, and indeed, there are. Universal has a priority pass that costs $100 more and allows you to access each attraction once without waiting. Unfortunately, the Mario Kart attraction is excluded, which usually has lines of over 3 hours. JMMP wants to know if you can use the power bands as an Ambilo in games. The power bands have an NFC chip that works almost the same as the Ambilo for the Super Mario series, so they can store coins but also unlock the same content as the Ambilo in games. Marty asks if there are things in Super Nintendo World related to the Super Mario Bros. Movie. The park itself was actually made with the vision of the movie in mind, so the environment, the mountains, and the trees will be the same as some parts of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Gohan is interested in Toko Toko Mario and wants to know if this toy is available in the United States. This is one of the things that disappointed us the most, as the exclusive toy from Super Nintendo World will only be available in the Japanese park. Landy Destroyer wants to know the maximum and the minimum price of the experience. So for $109, you can have the basic Super Nintendo World and Universal, although you won't be able to play most of the mini games and attractions. If you add the bracelet, priority pass, early access, and a basic meal at the restaurant, each person would have to pay more than $300. Juanesco wants to know about the toilet at Super Nintendo World. The entrance is outside as if it were a cave, and inside there's a huge mural of the underwater levels of Super Mario. But other than that, it is just a normal bathroom. Anyway, we had imagined it as something like this. Sebast3D asks, what is the most expensive product in the store? In the American version, the most expensive product in the store is a hoodie, tied for first place with this cool backpack, both costing $55. Aton YXM wonders how long it takes to see everything at Super Nintendo World. The place is pretty small, and in a couple of hours, you can see everything it has. The problem is that there are long wait times for all the attractions, so you could be entertained for about 5 or 6 hours. European Nintendo fans and Dandelion want to know if there are any plans to bring Super Nintendo World to Europe. There are currently rumors about Universal buying Portaventura Park in Spain, which would include bringing Super Nintendo World to the continent. For now, however, nothing has been confirmed. Iron CZYK asks, what has been our favorite food at the restaurant? Okay, so here's our top 3. Tied for 3rd place, we have the question block tiramisu and the Mount Beanpole cake, followed by the Super Mario burger with cheese and mushroom, and in 1st place, Toad short rib special, although all the dishes were very, very good. Gachamu wants to know how many attractions are in total at Super Nintendo World. So in Universal California, there are 2 attractions, one for Mario Kart and another one of Bowser Jr. In Universal Japan, they have an extra one that is a peaceful ride on a Yoshi. Skylar wants us to show the process of creating Bowser's minions. In the Mario Kart attraction, while you wait, you can watch videos of the assembly process of the Mecha Koopas and Bob-ombs, where you can actually see about how these enemy machines are created from scratch. Gabo misses Wario and Waluigi and asks if they are anywhere in the park. Unfortunately, we do have to tell you that no, there is no trace of these characters. However, if you turn the Mario Power Band upside down, you will find something similar to what would be Wario's Power Band. Damaris asks if you can keep the figurines from the meals. So when you order burgers or some desserts at the restaurant, they come with decorations that you can take home. This is what we brought home with us. Alejandro has asked the strangest question of the video. What does Super Nintendo World smell like? Although the restaurant is quite large, it is closed off and there's no food sold outside. So since it is outdoors, Super Mario World smells like fresh air. Green Demon asks about how to access to Bowser's Fury attraction. Now, this is one of the most controversial things about the park, because to play this attraction, you must obtain 3 keys scattered in minigames, and if you don't have the bracelet, you won't be able to play it or access the attraction. Tomas wants to know how much the entire menu costs. Now, we didn't order some repeated drinks, but we did try all the main dishes. The maximum price is $252, plus a 10% tax, although we spent $226. However, we didn't leave any leftovers. By Victor asked if there's a prize in the park's minigames. So there are 4 minigames where you can get keys, so that's your prize, being able to play the final attraction. Morita wants to know if it's necessary to buy the power bands to enjoy the park. Of course, it's a personal evaluation, but we believe it is. Absolutely. I mean, if you don't, you'll not only miss out on hitting blocks or discovering secrets, but also won't be able to enter Bowser Jr.'s game. Errol passed doubts about how the tickets work. Regular Universal tickets give you access to Super Nintendo World, so there's no need to pay anything extra. However, Super Nintendo World has a special and exclusive pass that gives you early access to the park an hour before it opens to the general public. This pass has a minimum cost of $20. Alright, so now that you've had your questions answered, what do you think? Are you planning to visit Super Nintendo World in the future? Either way, subscribe to our channel and don't forget to check out our latest Super Mario videos here. See you next time!